What's up, guys? I'm gonna do a figure review. I haven't done one in a long time. I opened this guy up probably years ago. I don't remember what he's from, but I thought I would critique him because, so I can kind of give my input on action figures, okay? Now, this is obviously Spider-Man, for those of you who don't know. I don't remember what wave he's from, but I'm just going to critique his look. I'm going to critique his articulation. I'm going to critique his quality, and anything else I can find. Okay, so here he is right here. He's got a pretty good paint. The blue has this shading, which is here and here and here and here. Obviously here in the glutes, here on the back, which I like. I mean, it adds a pop to it because if the lighting is not there, then it kind of looks plain. There's some black shading in the red on the abs right there, right here. So where else I can find it? Right in here, you can see some shading, some black shading. Okay, that's a good move. That's a smart thing to do. What else do I like? The symbol on the back's a good size. The body shape's a good shape. Another thing, the legs are pretty good length. They're not too long. Everything's in good quality proportion. He's the kind of size of person that I look for in Spider-Man, personally, in my opinion, I think in the comic book he's registered at 5'10". I think about 165 pounds. So, I don't like it when they make him super, super massive or super, super thin. I think this is that happy medium that Spider-Man is. Now, things I don't like those joints. Obviously when you're working with small action figures, this one right here, I feel like his wrists look like they're sprained or swollen. What else do I not like? This joint is okay. I'm not too crazy about it right there. These eyes, I'm not a big fan of these eyes. My favorite Spider-Man eyes are the ones that Tobey Maguire had. I think those eyes are appropriate. These massive fat eyes. Some people like them, and I'll respect that because people have different opinions on characters on how they should look, and I obviously have my opinion, and that's what I think. And I like how this red center place. I noticed like in some it's too wide. I remember in Tobey Maguire Spider-Man's, the costume, in my opinion, the red was just too wide. And I like how it's brought in like this. It's not too thin, it's not too wide, it's just right. It's just perfect. Let's talk about articulation. The head turns 360 degrees. It goes down slightly, goes up. The arms swivel like this. They go forward. It swivels like this. It's kind of tough to turn it. It's a double jointed elbow. It's a double jointed knee. The wrist turns. The wrist goes up and the wrist goes down. The hands go down. The hands don't move because it would have probably been very tricky. And I noticed with a lot of these figures is that this plastic can bend a little bit. One of the things I'm struggling with in my plastic that I get is that it's so rigid, and when you're dealing with stuff this thin and this small, it is going to break, guys. It will break. It's very vulnerable. Here it goes up and down. The foot goes here. The symbol, it's all right. Not crazy about it, but it'll do. I think that one's cool. Overall, it's a pretty good figure. And I love this right here. The fact that it can move. It can do a little dance. I don't know if it can make a little love, though. So I think it's a pretty decent Spider-Man. I mean, the thing that bothers me the most are the eyes. I don't like and also that they're like, the white is very thin and the black. I just don't like that look. It looks very Deadpoolish, in my opinion. It almost looks like those eyes are a lot like Deadpool's eyes. So I think that really does hurt it. If I were to give it a grade, 1 out of 10, I'm going to give it I'm going to give it a 7.5 overall. Articulation, pretty good. It's not the best I've ever seen. Visual appearance, in my opinion, that's kind of what does hurt it, in my opinion. And the blue is a little faded. You know, it's a little too light colored, in my opinion. It doesn't have that pop that the red does. So 7.5 is the grade I give it. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like me on Facebook down below, because these videos are on Facebook and you can watch videos on Facebook. So like me on Facebook, guys. So that's all I gotta say, guys. Keep collecting and keep modeling. See you guys later. Bye bye.